Hey guys, the Moonwater Plains update brings us a lot more blue skill books. Slowly the market is being filled with blue skill books. We can craft blue skill books by transmuting a lot of green ones. Green ones are a lot more common too. And with that being said, this brings new builds on the table, let's say it like that. And one of these builds I wanted to show you today is what old BNS people refer to as the Fire KFM build. And for that you need at least 2 blue skill books, so it is quite gated behind that compared to the Wind KFM. And these 2 blue skills that you will need are the Searing Blow and the, the Tiger Strike. These are quintessential for Fire KFM to work. Now, why would you want to choose the Fire KFM? Fire KFM is a lot easier compared to Wind KFM. It doesn't require any cancel. It doesn't require you to have good ping either, because it's mostly a one-button spam. And the only thing it really requires of you is a good focus recovery. It is also easier to manage your Searing Palm with it, because Searing Blow decreases the cooldown of your Searing Palm by 7 seconds, and you're practically spamming that spell. And you will see in a sec when I'm showing you the rotation how easy it is to manage your Searing Palm. In fact, we have to play it slightly different than with the Wind KFM. With KFM we're trying to stack up slowly, so we have the best from our buffs. With Fire KFM I think you mostly want to stay between the 3rd and the 4th stage, because you practically have no cooldown. You can easily rush through the first 2 stages of Searing Palm and keep DPSing in the 3rd and the 4th stage. And yeah, that's basically it. This is also a build where you will be stacking skill books, and for that I'm going to show you on the Yest skill tree side. Okay, here we are on the Yest skill tree side. You still want your straight jab in case you run out of focus or you mess up. That one is still essential. I still recommend you to go with the vacuum cleaner CC. This pulling blue CC is very good for trash mobs clearing, but also CCing. It's also good in battleground. Very useful, definitely needed. Now, here we're going with the Searing Blow instead of the Cycling Kick. This is the first blue skill that is absolutely essential. It will get a little bit better in damage if you have the purple version, but the focus recovery and cooldown stays the same. And now you don't really need any of these. These are quite optional in my case, in my opinion. I would still recommend going with Leading Palm, the higher tier the better, because you don't need Searing Palm cooldown reduction, you just want raw damage. Everlasting Blow, I still think it's quite okay to have it as a follow-up iframe, but again, not necessary. Swift Strike, the next second essential skill for the Fire KFM, is turning into Tiger Strike. Here the damage is also going up if you get the purple version. The yellow version, I don't even know if we are having that yet, but yeah, this one is essential. You want your Searing Palm. I'm having the blue Searing Palm already. The green one is just fine as well. I think Smite is quite fine. Some people prefer the Pulverize. In the end, it's up to your personal preference. Now the Comet Strike, we will using a different one than with the Wind build. The Wind build we are going this one, in the Fire KFM build we're going with this one. This one simply gives us a bit more focus recovery, and it's more fluid into the anti-cancel rotation. Also on Wind, Comet Strike is the 2nd highest DPS skill. It's quite essential for your combo. For this, it's not that much important. It's more of a utility spell in between. By the way, important info, guys. The blue buff is not a group buff anymore, so this one ain't as good as the solo blue buff. If you're on the 4th and 3rd stage of Searing Palm, you're having a lot of crit rate. just get the crit damage one. This one is also cheaper, and yeah, that's basically it. Nothing more about that to be said. So go with the solo blue buff here if you can. Now Tremor is getting interesting. I've seen the pro Fire KFMs playing the Heal of Healing because this one gives a lot of focus recovery, and you will see in a bit why this is important. But since the the blue version is not giving that as already, that's quite gated behind that, and any other version of this is quite useless, except maybe the CC for 3 seconds. If you're running Mushin's Tower, I highly recommend you getting that. The iframe, I have it now as well. By the way, DSS is counting for both of these two as well. You only need one skill book for all your 3 iframes to be upgraded. Shrouded Shadow should be a no-brainer here for even more damage and giving you another option to trigger Searing Palm. I'm not quite sure if you're tanking, this is probably okay to pick the Iron Shoulder, and you will want the blue upgraded counter. And then you will see, with these skills selected, you still have 3 open slots that you can use, and you will most likely be stacking the Tiger Strike, getting the damage up. With 3 more blue books, that would be 11.4% damage increase. Now that we've gone over the skills, let's tap back into our game right here. And let's talk about badges. I think you can use either the Witch's Soul badge, Mystic badge for the Cycling Kick and Comet Strike. But since Comet Strike is not quite the most important damage skill, I think that the Virtuous Mystic Badge, which is reducing your leading palm in cooldown, might be even better, since it allows you to use it twice in a row on the 4th stage. And for me, this skill is critting around 50k damage. That's a lot of damage. So that might be even more worth than the Comet Strike Mystic Badge. But again, this is just my opinion. I haven't tested it out yet. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? For the Soul Badge, again, Comet Strike really is not your priority here. We can check out in the market if there is any Soul Badge right now. I would recommend Cycling Kick is not the right one. You probably want yeah, it's not in here. Yeah, Tiger Strike. You want Tiger Strike, of course the highest version you can get, because Tiger Strike is your #1 damage spell. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This build is not quite crit rate reliant either, because crit rate doesn't matter for your focus recovery. Of course it's still mattering for dealing better damage, but it's not quite as quintessential as the other builds. And now getting to your rotation. The rotation is quite simple actually. As I said, it's much easier than Wind KFM. So all you want to do is pretty much get your Searing Palm up, and then you can start pressing 2 until you run out of focus and get to the 3rd stage. And you spam 2 until you're out of focus, and you press F and you keep going. Just like that. And you can see we didn't even made it to the 4th stage of Searing Palm, and we already have no cooldown again, so we can just do this and can do this and go all over again. Now we are off the 4th stage, and you can see the damage is quite nice. And we can go, there's absolutely no cooldown. You can also always go up to the highest stage of Searing Palm. As I said, I recommend you going at the 3rd stage and DPS from there. And once you have the 4th stage, you want to use your leading palm. Don't use X again, because then it will override your Searing Palm. But now we can go again. And we can go again and again and again. It's really quite simple. I don't even need to use a macro for this one. There's no Anti-Cancer involved. I'm just smashing 2 and F Don't forget to set up your searing palm in between, and that's pretty much it. Of course, I'm going to show you how it's look when we are going up to the 4th stage right now, and we're popping the blue buff. And you can see, look at this damage. It's insane. Damage is quite good. 55k crit. This is insane. So, yeah, I probably would recommend using this Virtuous Mystic badge. Comet Strike is really not your key spell here. I will be selling this one maybe later today if you're on the Moonwater or EU server. Maybe if you're a subscriber of me, I'm giving you a little discount. You can message me in-game if you want to buy it. And other than that, go for the Solo Blue buff. I was buying the skills today just to demonstrate it and test it out. So make sure to like and subscribe to support my channel for making this possible. This is a very good skill build. I think it is even slightly ahead in damage compared to Wind, and even more so ahead in damage because of the failure potential. If you fail with Wind, if you fail your Searing Palm rotation, you fail your any cancel, you fail, I don't know, all that will negate some damage and limit your DPS. So Fire is really much simpler to play. Yeah, if you like this small guide about the Fire KFM, let me know in the comments below. As you could see, I was buying the skills just to make this video, so leave a like and subscribe. Really appreciate your support, and leave your comments down below what video I should make next. Until then, have a great time, and I'll see you in the next one.